We are starting a brilliant new initiative at Dtec. This initiative is called StartupX. The reason we're calling it StartupX is that startups create an exponential amount of growth. They just literally can go through the roof. So what we're going to do is to bring all of the startups together and all of the issues related to startups and then grow it from there. And the idea really is to, in the world of video, is to capture audio, video, podcasts and put it on our platforms and everybody can engage. What are the sort of things that startups need? They need to work in the financial sector, open bank accounts and get financing, get investments. So that will be discussed. The other thing startups need are actually business. And part of the process of this thing is going to be a cross-fertilization between various companies that they come together. This becomes a platform for people to talk to each other. So the man who's behind this is Hans Christensen. Hans, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you like this format?
I love it.
Yeah?
It's a little bit like late night show.
Yes, yes. So I can be silly, I can be frivolous, and I have to be careful. I probably have to be careful.
No, we're in an experimenting environment, so that's good.
So we're okay. Hans, it was when we shared this vision together. You spoke about the fact that you want the world, when they look into Dubai, when they look into this region, and use the word startup, they should all end up here with startupx.dtec.ae, because that becomes a platform. Because as the video goes out there and it gets optimized, this will be right at the top. What are your thoughts in terms of becoming the leader of startups in the region?
Well, I have to give you kudos for actually this idea. It was your idea, so thank you for giving me the credit, but it's actually your idea. So I think, first of all, you very rightly identified that there's a gap in the market where there is no go-to platform today. Make this space more efficient for corporates and for investors and for startups. My thoughts on this is that this platform will be the go-to platform if you're an investor and if you're a corporate looking out for the best pitches in town. And as you very rightly said, this is just the beginning, and this is why this is so exciting, because we see that this is just the first attempt to create something that I think will there will be a snowball effect from this.
In 5 years' time, what do you see? Close your eyes, please, and answer this question with your eyes closed.
Do it!
I've been asked so many times about where I see Morocco, to be honest, but...
Eyes closed, please.
Oh my God, okay. I see Morocco in a world...
Very dramatic.
Okay, so
You open your eyes again. Oh. I want you to be in total
just be in that state.
dream mode.
Okay, so Morocco is going to be a global agent. Oh, I can't. I have to dream with my eyes open.
You dream with your eyes open.
So it's going to be a global agency, and we've just started up in Canada. And like I said, there are about 9 billion to 8 billion people that we have to reach. So we are looking forward to expanding into various other sectors. In about 5 years, there's so much to do. Oh my God, there's so many awards to be won, so many campaigns to be run, so many people to reach.
And so since you are better at closing your eyes and dreaming, tell us your dream as a final comment.
I see a community where there are women who are happy, who have a job that they love, who are making a change on a daily basis in the region or in the world. And I think the reason that we started Morocco was not just to have an agency and earn profit and earn money. I think it was majorly because we wanted to create a community where women are appreciated. And so I see a world of Morocco where women are constantly creating great campaigns, great ideas, and they are go-getters and they're getting what they have planned for themselves.
Can you move closer to me and
Sure.
tell me a secret? Because how do you handle rejection? And how do you go through that phase? Because I tell you,
So first person I met with the idea. So I knew the idea is a very strong possible concept. It works in the US, it works in UK. Will it work here? So I landed went to a brand and a multinational company, pitched to them the idea. At that time, it was just an idea. And they're like, it's an affluent market, it won't work. About UAE. And that was a first okay, am I looking at the wrong target segment? Am I looking at the wrong market to start off in? But then the thought process goes back. How many of the affluent people are actually, like I said, there's segment A, B, as we call it, the affluent. There's the C1, C2, D that it's practically sometimes ignored. So that is the segment we are working. We are not going towards the people entertainer goals, which are slightly better restaurants, everything. I'm going for people who are struggling to make daily ends meet. As expenses go up, as children go to school, where can you save that 10 bucks? And the first segment, so we then went out, spoke to a lot of moms, because we realized that would be a key segment. And 90% response rate was, I want to save, I want this app.
Can AI get to a point where it actually starts becoming very dangerous? And what are the one or two things that we need to do, not just to celebrate AI, which we will, but what are the elements that we need to be careful about as we think about AI in the future? You're with Intel, perhaps you can start with that.
I think what we can see is from a security standpoint of view. So when we kind of create or build such amazing applications, security should be at the center point of the attention, and then we can kind of proceed on how we build about the solutions.
Yep.
And if we kind of start that from the beginning itself, and as AI is kind of a combination of network of nodes, so it will kind of start imbibing in itself that security element, and probably can be a safer net and a safer system.
Tell us about Grunner. What do you do?
Basically, bike has control through the internet application or through web browser, so we can activate each functions like lights or cameras or indicator lights through the internet. So it is IoT device. What makes him smart is a vehicle optimization system, which is integrated inside the black box. Yeah.
What is your vision for this? Is everybody in Dubai going to be running around on a smart bike or what?
But definitely, I think Dubai is streaming to get more bicycles in Dubai. They are building lots of bike roads, initiative of Prince Hamdan.
Yeah.
So definitely it will bring more green environment, sustainability, and I think there is a bright future for this kind of technology of electrical bikes. When I come to Dubai, everything is about delivery. People, they don't want to go out on the heat and buy food. So electrical bikes, it will solve the issues of the pollution, and I think it will be also quieter, nicer.
Brilliant.
So,
And your smart bench is going to vibrate and be air conditioned and keep my butt cool. I mean, that's basically what
we are using.
That's happening to a certain extent. We do have cool fans.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we just heard from two people, a startup and a big monster company, and they are working together. And Intel is empowering these companies and making sure that they go out there and are able to fulfill their dreams. I also see that for somebody like Intel, Peter's company as Grunner becomes almost like an R&D extension to some of their services. This brings in a lot of convergence and brings in a lot of future development and growth. And they're helping the startup community, which really feeds into the StartupX initiative. I thank them very, very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys. All the best and best of luck. And keep switching it on, please. Thank you. Appreciate it.